Were you or are you in a marriage? Now, you may not even be able, well, yeah, you would be able. Were you or are you in a marriage in which one party thinks things are fine and the other one thinks things are pretty awful? This came about after a discussion of, were you shocked when your spouse left? I think most people think that if there's a divorce, the couple were having trouble and it finally ended the marriage, right? That's how most people think about a couple that divorces. Well, it didn't happen overnight. There was a gradual erosion of respect, love, liking, and whatever it was that eroded. So I posed the question on a previous male female hour, were you shocked when your partner decided to leave? So that raises a related question, and that's the one I want to talk about now. Not were you shocked when your partner left, but rather, are you or were you, I guess it's related if it's the were you part, in a marriage where one party thought things are fine and the other one thought things were awful? 1-8 776 877 243 7776. I can imagine that. The question is it common? Also, I think people think if one thinks things are okay and the other one thinks things are awful, that the one who thinks things are okay is clueless. That's the way I think most people react. You agree? But it's not necessarily the case. This is a very important point. I can imagine a marriage in which the person who thinks things are okay has simply less expectations, fewer expectations of terrificness than the one who thinks things are awful. Maybe the one who thinks things are awful is wrong. When I ask this question, I am sure most people think, oh boy, there sure are clueless partners out there not knowing how bad things are. But I have, by the way, I have no doubt that they exist. But I think that it is just as likely that one thinks that things are fine because it's all relative. One might think that things are not fine, things are awful because they're not excited. Well, excited is a tough term. What if things are peaceful and kind and mutual respect, make a home, have friends, hopefully go to church or synagogue, but and with all that, you know what? I'm just not getting something out of this. What does that mean? A lot of whether or not one is happy in a marriage is not dependent upon how the other treats them. I may use them. Him or her would be more accurate. But rather the expectations you bring into marriage. The sort of pretty regular fireworks. Now, by the way, I'm not against pretty regular fireworks. But when I pose the question of the hour this week, the implication that the person who doesn't know that the other one thinks things are bad is clueless is not necessarily accurate. I believe it is often accurate. I just want to make that clear. All right. 1-8-Prager 776 877-243 is the number. We ought to do that about the whole thing. It shows you how much of life is the philosophy you bring to it. Two people experiencing the identical marriage in almost identical ways, and one quite okay, even grateful for it, and one just chomping at the bit